to do that. Let's see. I don't know why my under eyes get shiny. Hey, immune cookie. Is that better? I think that's a bit better. Hi, Fatal. Hi, Max and Misty. It is what it is. Hi, Eccentric. Hi, Mellow. My grandmother? Yeah, hi. Hi, Matthew. Hi, Andres. Hi, guys. How are you? Oh my god, I found the most gorgeous playlist. I just want to like lie in a riverbank and float away. That's what I want to do, okay? I want to pull an Ophelia. But the river is froze, so it's not going to be possible. Tell me if it's too loud. It might be a bit. That's okay. Well, you can, that's why it's there. You can watch it. Or if you have questions. Hey, Waleed. How are you? Hi, Will. Would I join? No. No. Would you? No. No, it wouldn't. Because I'm not like... Guys. Guys. Like, there's not like another person out there who's gonna like solve all your problems. You know that, right? You're good. How's school? How's class going? What are you studying? Maybe private will come on. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the way the immune cookie crumbles. I just love that name. I'm sorry. But you know what? If you're here, maybe there'll be an even better discussion. I wish Faith never died. I know. I wish that too. I get like angry when my characters die. I'm like, really? Really? But what if he turned out he spoke through God and he was right? He can be right. And you can listen to what he has to say. But like, you're not just gonna like follow him. You're gonna still have discernment. You still have a mind. What's the point? Like, what's the point of being alive if you're just like, this guy, I will just do whatever he says. Like, you have to interpret. It's like, you're here to experience yourself and to decide for yourself the right way to live and what's important and what you like and what you want. And then to choose that for yourself and to follow that to the best of your ability. That's what you're here for. You're not just here to take orders, even if it's right. There's no right. Huh? Huh? Are you guys all Far Cry people? I'm just wondering. I've had so many beverages this morning. Hi, Helen. Hey. Raise your yaya? Are you referring to what I think you're referring to? Raise your, I don't know. I don't know the song that it's supposed to be. Yaya. No, I don't watch cricket. Hi, Julia. Hi. Hi, Adrico. Waleed. Cool. Okay. Can you be a mod? Hassan? Yeah, definitely. Hassan. Let me make a note. If you if you're serious about that, yeah, I can add you or message you or something. I made a note. Thanks, Min. That's very kind. Julia. What's my name? But you love me and you don't know my name? That's so typical. My name's Janessa or Nessa. Hi, video. What color is that? I don't know what you're talking about. What's today's topic? Today's topic is self-pity. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks so much. Oh, cool. That's amazing. I love that. I love that it like was the opposite for you. Mr. Zoomy. Really? You guys are so sweet. Of course. All right, Mr. Zoomy. Yeah. I'll find you and like message you. I know how to do that now. But I do have to say, like, I have an excellent, excellent, excellent mod in Eccentric Cat. So, like, the bar has been set. Hi, Francesca. Hi, McGruff. McGruff, I kind of agree with you. I wonder, like, where that's coming from, though. Hi, Stacy. You're new. Welcome. Hi, Alicia. Easy on Me by Adele. Dude, I kind of want to. I love that song. I hate your relationship, 2 desires. Only if they're opposing. Like, yes, you can have 2 desires, but if they're opposing, no, then you have to, like, you have to let one die. You gotta let the old man die. But sometimes they're not opposing. Sometimes, like, we think 2 things cancel each other out, and, like, we're not seeing that there's a third option where they can both coexist. And sometimes it's just coming from, like, a sense of morality or, like, a sense of what's possible. But I don't exactly know what you're referring to. I just joined. Thanks, Samantha. Oh, cool. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining. What type of stuff do I like? I like lots of stuff. I like lots of stuff. I like classical music. I like books. I like Harry Potter fan fiction. Do I believe in the human soul? Hi, Alexander. Hi, how are you? You know what? I do. Like, I really do. And I think people underestimate it. Like, I think we all do, but then we're like, yeah, but all this stuff. And it's like, hey, what happened to, like, don't you believe in humans? Don't you believe, like, in our power? I do. Thanks. I don't know that song, Mr. Zoomy. Ooh, I do want the link. This is actually something that I wanted to ask you guys. So I have this playlist that I play every morning. And I think I've mentioned it before about like curating your songs, like selecting your songs. Okay. And this is just me. This is just me because like this is just me. This is like what I needed. So what I've created is this playlist of like mostly like male singers, male musicians, like singing about, it's like it's for the ones who want the yearning men, okay? The yearning men, the one who want that. It's like them just singing about how much they love her, whoever her is. And I like to listen to that, and I like to like imagine I'm the her. They're singing about me. And that just puts me in a really good mood, and it like reminds me how special and how loved I am. Okay? So if you guys are like interested, I'd love to share that playlist. Or I was also thinking like I have a lot of men that watch my channels, so like if that kind of thing, also I guess it just depends. This isn't necessarily romantic, but also like, so if you're like a guy who wants guys singing about you, that's possible too. You could use like this playlist. But I was thinking like, oh, should I create an equivalent for like the men about like girls, like our yearning women? Is that a thing? If I should create a playlist about girls singing about how much they love him, you know? Now that this old world is ending, I don't know that. Can I sing any song from Adele, Stacey? Yeah, but it contradicts with this. I love Adele's vowels, and I can't help but like, are you even allowed to sing Adele without her vowel shapes? She's like, there ain't no room, no. Like, you have to do it like, no. And like that like, she's such a great one to study for like that cry sing. That's why it's like, yeah. That's why you cry when you listen to Adele, because when she's singing, it's like she's crying. It's like the singing equivalent to crying. Oh, duh. Private's here. Hello. Fatal really wants to talk to you. I mean both. Where am I from? I'm from Canada. I love Benson. I was singing Beautiful Things all week. I love Benson. How can you not? I mean, I guess you could, but... You're from India. We're in India. How cold is it? It's been cold. And my room is a bit drafty, so at night I'm like... How am I doing? Overall pretty good. Thanks for asking. Overall pretty good. I've been a bit weepy this week, but not in a bad way. Loves Eros. I don't know, do I? I don't know if I know Aurora. Who's Johnny Sins? Who's Johnny Sins? Singer? What are we talking about? Okay. Lock in. Alright guys. I'm gonna start talking about what I want. What I came here for. Try listening to Aurora. Runaway. Maybe I do know her, I just don't know her. Okay. Look, I have all these notes now. Thanks, guys. I've watched the first Squid Game. Is the second good? Is the second any good? I haven't been watching that much lately. I've been reading a lot. Um, okay. Guys, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to y'all about self-pity. It's pernicious, okay? And it's there when you don't think it's there. It's there when you don't think it's there. And the thing is, I'm thinking of like, of Big Mouth. Have you guys watched that? And like Depression Kitty, is that the character's name? And she's like, it's okay, honey, let's just go to sleep and like never get up. I'm thinking, is that her name, Depression Kitty? Anyway, and that's kind of what self-pity is like. Like there's a good reason you do everything that you do. There's a good reason. And so I'm not here to like chastise or scold or anything like that. And sometimes I think when we hear the word self-pity, it's like, oh, how dare, like, I don't know, it's kind of said in this like mean, harsh, like stop that, cut that out, like berating you in a bit. But I want to like really explain what I think is going on when we do feel self-pity towards ourselves, or when we experience like pity from other people and we let it in. Is I think like that is a kind of care. That is a kind of love. It's a kind of love. For you to like self-pity yourself, it's like, it's this warm blanket, right? It's like, it's not your fault. You have a good reason for not doing what you're doing. You've lived a hard life. You had a terrible experience. Something really bad or something really painful happened to you. There's all these circumstances. There's all these things about your life, your specific situation. That hurt. That's it. Like, that hurt. And you don't want to repeat that. And you want someone to care, even if it's just you. You want to feel loved. You want to feel like safe. You want to feel protected. You want to feel wanted. You want to feel seen. You want all these things, okay? And so self-pity or pity or sympathy is a form of that. But I'm going to say it's skinny love, okay? It's meager, and like when we're dishing it out to you, we think it's wanted, we think it's helpful. It's not helpful. There was this video about storytelling specifically, because I'm like really into story and structure, and I write, and it helps my acting too and all of that. And also I just think like from a psychological understanding humans kind of way, I really find story helpful. So there was this video that I really loved from this writer, and I can't remember her name. It was on TikTok, and she was describing like 3 factors that go into a likable character. Okay, we all want to be liked. We all want to be liked. And one was like agency. Okay, does the character take action? Are they in control of their own lives? Are they like forward moving? Are they accountable? Just like, do they make moves? Do they, are they active in some way? The second was skill or talent. Are they good at what they do? Are they like admirable? Are they smart or effective? Or just like talented? Are they like really good at a certain thing? We like people who are really good at a certain thing, even if it's like a more, what's the right word? Like not passive thing, but even like a really good listener, or like a really good cook, or like a really good person, or, we like people who are good at something. And then the third that makes an interesting and compelling and likable character, okay, is, are they sympathetic? When you watch a movie and you introduce the character and you see bad things happening to that character that seem unwarranted, like they're being treated badly, or they just like can't catch a break, there's just like an onslaught of like bad stuff going on, they like are struggling for money, or they're struggling in some aspect, we actually like, it kind of activates something in us, and we go, oh, like, I'm rooting for that person. I like that person. I care about that person. Because we see some of our own struggle reflected in that person. So they're vulnerable, they're likable, they're sympathetic, they're going through something, you know, and that's interesting and compelling. And we want to invest in that character. We do invest in that character, and that happens in in TV and film and stories, but it also happens in real life. The thing about these three factors though is they kind of work on a sliding scale. Okay, so as maybe a character's agency goes up, maybe their sympathy level goes down, right? As they become more and more talented or better and better at the thing, suddenly we're like, well, they're good, they're okay, so that slides down. And it can kind of move all over the place, and some people are more locked into a certain set of that than others, and some people are all over the place. So being a sympathetic character, that I know you are, I know we're all sympathetic characters, truly, that every single person could be well, look at my list, look at my struggles, look at my things, look at my burdens. Yeah, okay, fair. But I'm just gonna say, unless you want that to continue to be the story that you experience, you're gonna have to let go of that, in a self-pitying way. You have to. I'm sorry, I'm taking this tool in your arsenal, I'm taking it away. You don't get to feel sorry for yourself anymore. Not because maybe you shouldn't, or maybe it's warranted. Not because of that at all. I'm just saying you're not gonna get to where you want to go if you stay there. If you keep going, if you keep using it as an excuse, if you keep using it as this is really toxic, if you keep using it as the reason why people like you, why you are a character that people will continue to invest in. Because eventually it gets tiring. It gets tiring to watch the character okay, and now this is happening to them, and now this is happening to them. There's only so much of that we want when we're watching television. We're yes, but I want you to do something about it. I want you to that's fine as a starting point, but let's go, let's move, let's do something with this. And so sometimes, and I'm guilty of this, because there is care, because there is love for us, and we feel seen and we feel validated, we can get kind of stuck there in this mode of self-pity, because we think that's the kind of love we can get. We think that's the kind of character I am. That's the kind of that's my modus operandi. That's what I offer to this storyline. And I can't do that agency thing. I can't do that skilled thing. People aren't gonna like me for that. They like me for this. This is what function I serve, and this is the kind of love I can get. I was also thinking about that quote, we get the love that we think we deserve. I have a problem with the word deserve because I think it's vague and gets misunderstood, but I'm gonna say we get the love that we think we can get. So if we've experienced love in any kind of way, we want that, and we're well, I guess that's what's at the buffet. That's what I can get. That's what I can order on the menu. And unless we know something else is available, we're not gonna order it, and we're not gonna expect it, and we're not gonna let ourselves experience it. So self-pity might be a way that you're allowing yourself to feel some kind of love, some kind of care, which is important. I want you to feel that, but it's it's meager, it's skinny, it's pale, it's not the fullest. It's not why you're here, and you're not gonna get the life that you actually deserve, the life that you actually want to call in if you stay there. I really like thinking of my life as a video game, so I want you to imagine that life is a video game, okay? And for some reason now in my head it's 2D little graphics. okay? And you like meet some monsters in a dungeon, you know? And the thing is, like, I guess this is like more RPG, maybe not. You meet some monsters in a dungeon, and sometimes in a video game, you actually like want to meet the monsters, okay? You want to because you're like, I need to level up. I need to get more powerful because there's a big baddie boss at the bottom of the stairwell at the end of this dungeon, and I can't beat him. And I need to get more powerful with these little like monsters along the way. Okay? So like the trials and tribulations or whatever they are in your life, like imagine how ridiculous it would be if you were playing a video game and you like fought some monsters and then you were like, I'm just gonna go like hide and never never play this game again, basically, because that was so traumatic and that was so difficult. Like, no, you actually like go out and you like walk around the little dungeon trying to bring the monsters in so you can get stronger. So this isn't to say that like you deny the experiences that you've had or that like you withhold self-compassion for yourself. It's just that like we're not going to be we're just not going to do that anymore. Okay? We're not. And we're not going to accept it from other people either. I know it kind of feels like love. I know. But you know what's even better? The kind of love that's like impressed and proud and excited for you and encouraging and like lit up by who you are. That doesn't see you as a problem to fix. That doesn't see you as like an accident by the side of the road. That sees you as like the most amazing thing, the most amazing, wonderful thing that they've gotten to meet in this lifetime. Okay, that's a kind of love. That's the kind of love that's also available. But you can't have that if you're stuck in self-pity. Okay, you can't. It cancels out. And it's not actually serving you. It's not actually helping you. And that I think you'll also find that if you do this, like it'll be a bit of a relief. It'll be a bit of a relief to stop feeling sorry for yourself because suddenly like there won't be this like list of problems that you apparently are only privy to. And this isn't like, oh, I really mean this like in a really strong way. This isn't to be harsh. It's just that like you're hurting yourself by putting all these limitations and all these like problems at your doorstep. You don't have problems. If you decide you do not have problems, you have situations that actually lead to opportunity, that actually lead to growth. You have circumstances that aren't in the way, are on the way. Then you are suddenly so much lighter. Then you suddenly like no longer have these blocks, no longer have these barriers. If you decide like, no, this isn't a hindrance to my journey, to my story, to my being, to my like whatever. This is like just something along the way. This is an offering. This is a monster that helps me get stronger, or like this is something that like shows me, illuminates something that I wasn't seeing before. I have no problems. And there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing that makes people go, honey. I know you want that care. I know you want that love. But know that there's also a possibility for you to get that love without that. That you get that care because they see you as someone like, someone who deserves that care. Someone who's like incredible, actually. They see you as incredible because you are. Okay, you're not a problem to fix. I really mean that. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you, and stop accepting love for being incomplete in someone else's eyes. Stop accepting that and stop accepting your own. It's cheap. It's cheap love, okay? That's not to say that self-compassion isn't super powerful, and I've talked about that on this channel before, but I feel like self-compassion is different because it's coming from a place of understanding. And to use the video game analogy, I would say that that's almost like if you get like really decimated in a battle, in a fight, yeah, you're gonna have to make adjustments. You're gonna have to like go back to the village and get potions or something, right? You're gonna have to like do something about it. Sure. And you're good, like, you can't just like deny that like you're at 12% health. Sure. Take care of yourself. Do something about it. But we're not gonna quit the game, okay? You're not allowed to quit the game. You're not allowed to give up on yourself. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to give up on your dreams. You're not allowed to give up. I'm saying no. And you're not allowed to think that you're anything less than perfect. I'm just like telling you how it is. You're not allowed. I'm taking that away from you. Taking that away. Any idea that you're incomplete, that you're broken, I'm taking it away. You're not allowed to think that anymore. So self-compassion, I will say this. I'll reiterate. I personally find that if you're a person who like feels a lot of shame or a lot of guilt or a lot of takes a lot of like responsibility, self-compassion is huge, because to not give yourself like, meaning like it's understandable. Self-compassion to me, it just like is summed up in the phrase like, it's understandable that you're doing this because it's understandable. Like, it makes sense. That's okay that you're doing that because this happened. There's logic to that. There's reason to that. You're not crazy. You're not like, you're not bad. Some things happened to you that made you think you needed to go about things a certain way, or that made you think the world was a certain way, or that made you think that you were a certain way. Okay, it's understandable. Like, and you validate yourself, but you don't get stuck there, and then you move forward. So you give yourself like, you take away that shame, you take away that blame, you like free yourself so that you can actually like, you know, just like give yourself a break and be lighter and be more yourself again. So that's self-compassion. But like self-pity to me is like the phrase like, well, you don't understand, because for me it's this way. You don't understand, it doesn't work like that for me, because you don't understand, I can't, because yeah, but for me it's this like, no, 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 no. I'm no longer allowing you to be special based on like, on the negative. I'm no longer allowing that. You're not allowed to be special based on the negative, okay? Because you're not. Like, imagine that every time you say that, you're casting a spell on yourself, making it true. You don't get to have it both ways. You can't feel sorry for yourself. You can't live in this world of like defeat, of impossibility, and have it work out. And I don't know why, but humans are programmed to think that that's how it works. That we should like focus on the problem, focus on like the hurt, focus on the pain, and then expect, because we're so upset about this state of events or affairs, that like it's gonna change. That like we're gonna hold grudges about these things. And they're gonna change because we disapprove of them. That's not how it works. You have to change. You have to change the story. You have to be bigger than it, because you are. You have to realize that like you played a part in it. And you move forward. And you know that you're bigger and stronger and more capable. And yes, you can, I mean, a lot of what I'm saying is like using everything to your advantage. You can also revise and just like really change the story, because you're just telling yourself a story. There's like so many different factors, so many different like places you could come at this thing from. But you're just like stuck in one certain way of viewing it, thinking that it's serving you, and it's not. There's something else. There's something else where like you see that there's actually nothing in your way. And it might take catching yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be patient. Just notice. Just catch yourself. Just notice if like anywhere throughout your day, you're like, oh yeah, this person does this to me. Oh yeah, I have to deal with this and that person does. Oh yeah, I've been living with this my entire life. Just notice. Just notice. And is that actually helping you? Is that actually who you want to be? Is that actually the story you want for yourself? And what is the story? What is the story? What do you want the like natural thoughts, occurrences to be in your everyday life? And choose that. Choose that again and again and again, and don't give up. Okay? No more self-pity. It should feel good. It feels good for me. No more. It should feel like lighter. It should, and it will. Everyone has things, but like nothing's actually in your way unless you say so. Hi, Al Neri. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Hey, Caligula. To me, this is like a really big, like there's an intersection between this and, because it's almost like this kind of villainizing events or circumstances about our own lives and then expecting them to change. Like, just like holding on to this like dirty blanket that we've been given, expecting it to suddenly vanish. And the same thing happens with people, is that we like hold grudges and we hold resentments and we want them to make it up to us. Like, you are this way. And we think that holding on will somehow make them be like, oh, okay, now I'm different now. But like, we're the ones holding on to them. We're the ones like creating them like that. And you have to be willing to be like, you know what, it's gone. It's gone. Let them show up new. You have to let them show up new. You can't keep holding them to the past ways that you perceive them. Hey, Jason. Would I like to live forever? I mean, maybe we do. Maybe like when we die, literally it's like a blink and we're back. And we're back, just in a different body. Or the same body, but like alternate universe. Or not even, we just live the same life over and over and over and over. Or, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we do live forever though. I know what you mean, Eric. And that's beautiful. Respawn. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. I also wonder, like, if we all knew we were going to live forever. Like, sometimes people say, like, oh, it's such a good thing that we know we're going to die because it makes life precious. But I actually wonder if the opposite could be true. Like, if we know, like, there's no getting it right. Like, we get infinite chances. But we all relax and, like, just enjoy ourselves. And, like, take an interesting twisty turn down that way and see what happens. Maybe it would be better. Maybe like our lives would actually be more full because we weren't so afraid of like getting it wrong. We'd allow ourselves to do more because we're like, whatever, I'm coming back. I just think like every piece of advice, the opposite is also true. booze. I used to get them a lot. Gotta go home. Okay, private. It's 1 a.m. now. Where are you? Cool. Thanks, Waleed. You just got off work. I know that I'm like, also just, I have to say with this, like, I can be guilty of it too. Of thinking like my like sympathy is helping the other person. And often they're asking for it, you know? But there's also like, I believe in you. I'm not gonna let you stay here. I'm gonna validate you and come on. I know, like, I know who you are. Thanks, Mr. Zumi. West Sumatera, where's that? Really? Indonesia? You don't understand anything. Okay. Well, if you want me to clarify anything, Waffle, let me know. Why not? Private, I don't know what's happening. Would I like to foresee the future? You can. Like, meaning you're already living into a future. I don't know if you realize that. But yeah, just like at its most basic, I'd like to see the future. Sure, why not? Do I still have my Fitbit? Ha! No, I gave it to my mom. It was driving me a bit crazy. I have been to England. I love England. Yeah. Like, I've been to London and kind of like northern England. I haven't made my way to like Manchester or any of the other places, so I don't know where you're from. All of these. Yes, I want to teleport. Excuse? Yes. Why aren't we investing more of our funding into teleportation? Okay. Is there any other like, are there any questions you guys have for me? Anything else? Bum, 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 bum. Beam me up. You guys are like, there's new, I love that there's new people on here. Warwick. Cool. Where's that? A market town. Adjacent to the River Avon. I don't know why I'm saying it like this. Are you near Stratford? Sure. That would be nice. How are things in Canada? They're good. They're frosty. I don't know. I don't really keep abreast of the politics. Who would I like to play? I would like to play, you know, some Austen would be amazing. Some period drama. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh, I would die. Some Lizzie Bennet. Ugh. My sister used to be like, "You're Lizzie and I'm Jane." And that's actually a really good description. Anyway. I was just thinking about Lizzie's relationship with her father. I don't know. I don't know why that, like, that pulls at me. Do you ever find yourself putting others first? Yes, of course. No, I shouldn't say that. No, never. Historically, yes, I put others first. But I just like, I want to show you that like you're always putting yourself first and you're only putting others first because like you feel like for your well-being and like for you to still have like love and care and like be a good person, you have to do so. So like you think that like I'll give to them and then I'll get what I need, and like you're just creating limitations. You're just creating like stipulations about how to get what you need, and you don't have to do that. So once you understand that, it's not about like I need to set up boundaries. It's just like it can work however you want it to work. You can still like put others first and care for others and like feel for them and do things for them, and take care of them. But it's not like something that like feeds your identity or something. Just like imagine this relationship is perfect. Just like put yourself in the place of like if this relationship was perfect and I felt so loved, so cared for, or just like in general, if I was like the best version of myself, living the life of my dreams, would I be generous with others? And it's just that. Like, how would I be? If I always knew that my needs were met, how would I be with others? And then you're like free to act and free to not act, however you see fit. What do you plan in life? I don't know what you mean, Eric. I think someone asked you this before, Janice, but would you consider, yes. Yes, trying to figure that out. Actually, like live streaming a video game. Warwick, near UK's second largest city, Birmingham. Okay, I've heard of Birmingham. Where I am, it's almost 1 o'clock. Never works that way. You're always putting yourself first. Like you're always doing what you think you need. I really mean that. You're always putting yourself first. It's just that like your definition of of what you need or like what you can get or what's required, that's up to you. So you think like I have to put them first. I have to put them first in order to get what I want. That's you putting yourself first. It's just that you have a bad definition. So yes, you're right, and I'm just being difficult. You'd like to ask questions, but you forget. Will 99999. That's okay. I'd love to go to Machu Picchu. What's an example of putting yourself first? I mean, it could be anything. But it's like, this is what I mean is sometimes we get really like rigid about oh, the things that we're allowed to do, like, then I always have to put myself first. Otherwise, like, things won't work out in a relationship or something like that. So, like, I always have to choose what we eat for dinner or something like that. And you're missing out on the opportunity of, like, if I let them choose, there might be pleasure in that, right? And I'm giving to myself because I'm just gonna, like, open myself up to, like, something I wouldn't normally choose. And that might be right too. It's like saying I want to have kids, but I have to put myself first to make it work. I mean, there is, like, real joy to be had in completely, like, devoting yourself to something like your kids. That is selfish because you're like, I love these kids more than anything in the world. They give me so much reason, they give me so much joy. And so, yes, I will put their needs, like, first. And there's freedom in that. But where it goes wrong sometimes is, like, wrong, I'm saying, is if we're not, like, listening to what we need or what we want and thinking that we can't have it, that there can't be, like, some like, inclusive version where, like, we both get what we want, and then we hold resentment, and then we feel like we're victims to our own lives when we're making the choices. Do I find it annoying that most people compete on who has struggled more in this life? Yeah, it's the stupidest thing in the world. And people love it. People love it. That's what I mean. Like, people get this, like, rush from, like, it's so, like, you don't understand, I'm special. We're only special when it comes to, like, how great we are, okay? Like, this is a rule that I just want to make for myself, is, like, I'm no longer allowed to complain unless it's, like, it sucks how lucky I am. It's so annoying how lucky I am. Or, like, it's so annoying how good looking I am. It's so annoying. That's how we should complain. That's what we should compete for. Really? Cillian Murphy? I need to be in it. Oh, he's so amazing. Kids suffer with a free bird parent. I think I really know what you mean. Yeah. Wow, Andrew. Thanks. I don't... Hi, Andrew. I'm just gonna say hi. Okay. I gotta go. I gotta eat something. Hello. I think I understood your message. I got confused at the end there. Or Cillian Murphy. Sorry. What are you sorry for? Have a great day. Thanks, McGrath. I have to go do the same. Yes, everyone go eat. Okay. This is great, guys. Last time there was, like, a request to go live more often. But I think I would rather put my energy into, like, putting out more videos for now. But like I said last time, like, if there was more of, like, a Q&A aspect to it, like, I want your questions, I want, like, a discussion, I would be open to, like, going live. Maybe, well, it depends on, you guys are all over the world, like, maybe a nighttime during the weekday. Thanks. Leftover chicken. I don't know what I'm gonna have. I was thinking last night about what I was gonna have for lunch. So I was trying to fall asleep. I was like, lunch, what's it gonna be? Something with cucumber. I'm into the cucumber salad. Thanks, Eric. Okay, thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget that today is the best day of your life. And it's going to be beautiful. It's already beautiful. It's already wonderful. And you're everything that you need to be. You're so amazing. You're so attractive. You're so hot. You're so sexy. You're so chosen. You're so prioritized. You're so important. And I really mean this, like each and every one of you, you're important to me. So take care of yourselves, okay? You're important. You matter. You is smart. You is smart. You matter, okay? So have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.